St. James Park.
Bonjour, Anin Tanze Skune. It's really great to be here with you on Canada Day in Takaranto. It's really important to have community. I've been at this festival a couple of times, and it's really a great festival, great energy. I see lots of my friends from the Esplanade, from the Jami community here, and I think it's really amazing that the arts are what really pull us all together.
And there's a history that we have to acknowledge. I just came from the Chinese Railway Workers Memorial Commemoration, and it's held on July 1st because that's the day that the head tax was imposed. And it's also, it commemorates the 4,000 workers. There were 17,000 Chinese railway workers brought to Canada to build the railroad, and 4,000 died. You know, so it's about that history. It's about the First Nations history and how we have to remember and acknowledge that history, as well as the other sacrifices that Canadians have made over the last 152 years. You know, so that, you know, because people have made a lot of sacrifices to settle this land, to you know, the pioneers, the veterans from the different wars. All of this must be celebrated, but it must also be acknowledged in history. And so I want to thank the St. Lawrence Neighbourhood Association. I think you've hit the right point with celebrating community. And I'm really looking forward to the events this afternoon. I want to thank you for all of the things that are happening. We've got music, we've got face painting, and the one that I'm really looking forward to is giant Jenga.
For room and board, a kiss the soil, thank the Lord. I stoop the wheat, work the soil, get room and board for all my toil. I work hard.
While we celebrate this awesome country, there's a reckoning and there's a reconciliation at the same time. And the two can coexist. We have to understand, and we have to pass on the knowledge we do know, and frankly, take individual responsibility to not just talk, but also act, and it's important.
The other thing that my grandfather taught me was that to be proud of being Canadian is to recognize where our faults are and to work so hard to make this an even better place that brings along more people. And so in that vein, I do just want to take a moment to say that our relationship with Indigenous people still needs work. We still have children being rediscovered. We're looking at almost or over 10,000 children that should have gone home to their families. And for us as Canadians to really be proud, we need to look at that history. We need to recognize how that history still impacts the bylaws and the legislations that we still live by, and take a really hard look at how we can be in a better way with our neighbors. And so that legacy is what makes me proud to be Canadian, and I'm just so excited to be here with all of you. I hope you have a great day.
Happy Canada Day. Canada is about our values, where we come from, where we're going together as a country, this extraordinary journey. Today, I'm actually joined by my wife and my 3-year-old son. I am so excited about teaching my son the history of Canada, all the history, and being able to share with him this extraordinary country from coast to coast to coast, knowing that we live in one of the best places in the world is something that gives me a lot of pride. I'm so proud to be Canadian. I'm so proud of this wonderful social experiment we call Canada, and I'm really proud of this community. And in St. Lawrence Market and the St. Lawrence neighborhood, I find that we really embody all of that is great about Canada, and it's right here in this neighborhood.
And on my wedding day will look so fine. We'll strut down the aisle, they will dance and dine. And when all eyes will be on you.
This community values inclusiveness and values community. And you know, I don't know. Someone asked me the other day, well, what did you learn during the pandemic? I'll tell you the thing that I've learned, and that is, you know, I always thought that human beings were social animals, that we're social beings, but I didn't think we were that social. We need each other.
Don't you hide who you are inside. Let your spirit soar so high.
Linda Gay, thanks for sticking around on this beautiful, beautiful day. Nabiwa Waskone, Nadishnakas, Meshikated Dodom, North Bain and Dunjaba, Shkukav, Ninda, Nishnabing and Dao. So my ancestral language of Anishinaabe, also known as Ojibwe, I was saying my spirit name, and I'm Odamishkeke. I'm heart medicine and grief medicine. I come from the Turtle Clan, and I'm very proud of this.
Put your hands together, love one another, be proud of each other, and that'll make us stronger. Have you think that we're so different? Picture you and picture me, 'cause that's beauty. I am the living and breathing example of why I can't lie. Creator made me just this way.
Today is an opportunity for the community to come together and celebrate itself on a very special day in Canada's calendar. We have participation from the St. Lawrence Neighbourhood Association and a host of other neighbourhood organizations.
We wanted to make sure that we really had a really interesting and fun day for everybody, and I'm really glad to see how many people came out. Just want to say Happy Canada Day and happy community celebration to everyone.
Yala la, yala la, yala la, yala la.